Hi. Friends and fellows, I hope you all are doing well. The incidents that I am sharing with you today are personal. I am sharing with you the incidents that happened to me, my son and my husband in our house. When I got married in 2012, exactly a year after my marriage, in 2013, I moved to Germany to my husband. Because my husband was born and brought up in Germany, his entire family lives in Germany. So I came to Germany, to the city of Frankfurt. Before I came here, my husband had rented a 2-bedroom apartment. The apartment was such that the ground floor was rented by my husband. My mother-in-law and father-in-law lived on the first floor. They had been living on the first floor for a long time. My husband rented the ground floor about a year before we got married. After a year, we started living in the apartment on the ground floor. When I first arrived in Germany from Italy, the first thing that happened to me was that I used to have very strange dreams. I will not call it sleep paralysis. I have experienced sleep paralysis before. The condition was similar to sleep paralysis, as my hands and feet would not work. I would not understand. I would try to read the verses, but the dreams were not like that. I did not see any entity. I used to live in desolate places. There was no darkness, I used to see light. There was a deserted road, and no one was there. It was a strange afternoon. I was scared of that afternoon. These dreams came at a specific time. My husband used to wake up early in the morning and go to work. Because I was expecting those days, I used to sleep again after he left for work. When I used to sleep at that time, I was alone at home. Obviously, there were in-laws, but they were in their own portion. I used to sleep alone in my portion. There was no one at my portion except me. It was around 8 or 9 in the morning. I used to have these dreams at that time. These dreams came to me continuously for a year, until my son was born. I have never taken these dreams to the paranormal. I still don't. I think that maybe I came from my parents' house. I came to Germany a few months ago. I miss my parents. Maybe that's why I used to have these dreams. I still think the same. But one thing was weird. The bed I used to sleep on was facing the window. After my son was born, there was no space for baby cord on that side. My husband told me to sleep on his side. I started sleeping on the other side. My husband started sleeping on the side where I used to sleep. At night, my husband used to wake me up and say that he was scared, but he never told me why he was scared. It's his habit. Even if he is scared, he keeps his dreams and fear of the paranormal. But he never shares it. That's why he never told me. He just used to say that he was scared, so this was weird. When we changed sides, he started sleeping on that side. Apart from that, when I started sleeping on the other side, I never felt scared. I stopped having bad dreams. Now I have my son with me. That's why I stopped having bad dreams. When my son was 6 months old, my mother-in-law brought a toy. It was a basket with 2 cats inside. When we turned on the toy, the cats moved a little, and the music used to come out of it. I used to turn the toy and keep it with my son. My son used to enjoy the music. He used to see where the music was coming from. The toy was kept on the side table. One night, when we were sleeping, suddenly, the toy started playing continuously. The music was playing continuously. I didn't know what to do. Because the toy was right next to me, when my husband woke up, he was quiet. He was afraid that I would wake him up. But when I woke him up, he went to return the toy to his mother. He said, "Keep it, my wife is afraid of it. It is playing on its own." We took the toy out of our portion. We thought there was something wrong with the toy. But then we understood that there was nothing wrong with the toy. The problem was something else. Anyway, that problem didn't end. When my son was almost 2.5 years old, I was expecting my second baby. My mother-in-law used to cook food for us. We used to sit there and eat. My son started walking. He used to like climbing stairs, to his grandmother's portion as it was upstairs. He used to climb the stairs himself. One day, I was getting ready to go upstairs. As soon as I came out, I saw that the gate was open. I thought my son had gone upstairs before me. So, I went upstairs. I asked my mother-in-law, "Where is the baby?" She said he didn't come. I said no, he came upstairs before me. She said no, he didn't come upstairs. She told me to go downstairs and check him. He might have gone to the toilet or be in a room. He might be in a room where he keeps his toys. I came downstairs again and saw the whole house. I even saw the wardrobe. I saw if he was hiding inside. He was 2.5 years old. I didn't see my son anywhere. Nowhere. Not in any room. At that time, I ran upstairs and told my mother-in-law that he is not downstairs. My mother-in-law and father-in-law were also worried. My father-in-law even ran outside. He thought that he is a child and he might have gone outside. The main gate outside is so heavy that it cannot be opened by a small child. But he still went outside for his comfort. My mother-in-law told me that he must have gone upstairs. I ran upstairs, my child was not there. Then I thought that he might have gone to the basement. I went to the basement. The basement door was on the side of the main gate on the ground floor. It was not locked, but it was closed. Maybe the child went downstairs instead of going upstairs. I went to the basement. There were 3 rooms in the basement. 2 of them were locked and 1 of them was open. We used to park our bicycles there. That room was open, and the other 2 rooms were locked. I went to that room first and called out to my son. I did not see him anywhere. I went back. I was in such a bad condition that I did not know where my son had gone. I could not find him anywhere. We searched the whole house upstairs and downstairs. We did not find him anywhere. My mother-in-law and I searched every nook and cranny of the house. We did not find him. I went to the basement again and called out to him. My son laughed. There was a drum attached to corner of the wall. My son was sitting behind the drum. I did not understand how he got there, as there was no place to go inside. The drum was made of heavy metal. My son could not move it back and forth. When he laughed, I looked behind me. My son was sitting in the corner of the triangle. There was a lot of mud on the wall. He was full of mud. I tried to pull him out with my hand, but I could not pull him out from the side. Then I pulled him out from above, and I brought him upstairs, washed him and cleaned him. That night, when my son was sleeping, he started screaming. He screamed so loudly. I woke up my husband, and picked up my son and took him in my arms. My husband turned on the light and stood there. My son was screaming at the door of the room. I quickly put a blanket over him and calmed him down. He got relaxed, so we decided to sleep again. My husband turned off the lights. I put my son next to me. He started screaming again. There was a sensor light in our room. When there is a little movement, the light turns on. When my son screamed, the sensor light turned on. It turned on automatically. When the light turned on, my son screamed at me. He was screaming non-stop. He was not calming down. I put a blanket over him and calmed him down. I put him in my arms to sleep. He fell asleep. The next day, I told my mother-in-law about what happened. My mother-in-law was a very religious woman. She used to read something all day long. My son used to get scared for 3 to 4 days. When my mother-in-law used to read something, thank God, he got better. He stopped getting scared. Everything was back to normal. After that, we started taking care of him. Whenever I had to go to the basement, my husband used to go with me. But we didn't let our son to go there. He used to get scared when he went there. Anyway, that incident ended. After 7 to 8 months, my daughter was born. My daughter used to cry a lot and not go to her father. My son used to sleep at 8 o'clock. One night, my husband took my daughter to his mother. I was putting my son to sleep. My son fell asleep and I put him to bed. He had a teddy bear toy that used to crawl. We don't have it anymore. There was a button on it. When we press the button, it crawls, and the music starts to play and then it stops. I put him to bed. The teddy bear started crawling outside by its own. It was crawling and the music was playing. Then it stopped, then it crawled again. It was not crawling continuously. It was like someone was playing with it. There were 2 or 3 buttons on it, like when it stopped, you have to press the button. Then it started crawling again. Then it stopped again. Then again you have to press the button. It started crawling, it was just like that. When it stopped, someone was pressing it. Then it started crawling. The way to go out of the house was like this. I had to go to the drawing room from the bedroom. Then I had to go to the main gate from the drawing room. I was so scared that I did not know how to wake up my son. Even if I wake him up and go out, I will have to go through the same place where the teddy bear is crawling. I was so scared that I did not know how to go out. I called my husband and told him to come downstairs. He thought the baby was asleep and was calling me downstairs. He gave a light response that he was coming. I did not want to tell him that I was scared. I waited for 2 or 3 minutes. The teddy bear was continuously playing. I called my husband again and told him to come downstairs quickly. He understood that there was a problem. As soon as he came downstairs, he opened the main gate. As soon as I heard him opening the main gate, the teddy bear stopped crawling. When he came inside, I told him that the teddy bear was crawling on its own. My husband started laughing. He would listen to me, he would not say that I was lying. He never said that. He always listened to me. He would just say, whatever has happened has happened. So, he agreed. We picked up the teddy bear and put it in the basement. We did not want it upstairs. We removed the teddy bear. One time, we went to the basement, we were cleaning. My mother-in-law had kept an old car toy of my husband. I brought it upstairs. My mother-in-law gave it to me. When my husband came, he was very happy. He said, "This car is mine." I said, "Yes." We put a cell in the remote control car. It is not working. My husband also tried, but it was not working. He said, "If you want to play like this, play. If it is not working, put it back in the basement." I said, "Okay." My husband asked me to give him food. I was in the kitchen. My husband was in the drawing room. He came towards me and washed his hands in the kitchen and sit on the table. That car behind him, which was not moving, followed my husband. It was moving now, it was following him. My husband was hit by that car, he was coming towards me and I was able to see that car. I said, that car was moving, it was an automatic car. He heard the sound of the car, he stopped. As soon as my husband stopped, the car also stopped. He turned around and saw that the car was stopped. He asked me, and confirmed that it was moving, right? I said, yes, it was moving. He turned back, and started coming towards me again. The car started moving again, my husband stopped again, the car stopped again. It was shocking what was happening. He picked up the car and put it to basement.
He said, "We don't want such toy," and that incident also ended. Then, the most severe incident that happened in our house that scared all of us, happened in 2020. In November 2020, my mother died in Italy. At that time, Corona was at its peak, and there was lockdown. During the lockdown, I received the news of my mother's death from Italy. Of course, I was a little upset as I could not even go to Italy. It was night when I received the news of my mother's death. After crying, I went to bed with my children to put them to sleep. My husband was lying on the sofa in the drawing room. Suddenly, I heard a noise as if a glass was falling. Then I realized that I had cleaned all the utensils and placed them in the cupboards. I ignored it, I thought something must have fallen inside. After a while, I heard a noise again as if someone was walking on the wooden floor, from the kitchen to the drawing room. I thought that my husband got up and went to check. But, when I turned around, as the sofa was placed on the front of my room's door, so that it could be seen from the bedroom, I saw my husband lying on the sofa. I was surprised that, if he is lying then who was walking? At that time, my mental condition was so bad that I could not understand what was happening. I could hear and see that something was happening in the house, but I could not figure out what was happening. Anyway, days passed. After 3 to 4 days, I suddenly remembered and asked my husband what was happening that night when my mother died. My husband told me that something fell in the kitchen, and something was walking towards him in the drawing room. He said that he was awake and he was listening to the sound of footsteps. He said that something was walking towards him and dropped the glass. After that, it went back to the kitchen. After that, the sound stopped. This is the biggest severe incident that happened. Other than that, here were many small incidents like things disappearing. I don't know what it was. There were a lot of situations with toys. In the beginning, we used to throw away the toys we were scared of. Sometimes, we didn't throw away because we understood that the situation was not in the toys, but in the house. We used to throw away a lot of toys. These were the situations of my house. After those incidents, we moved to another house we bought. But, now nothing is happening in this present house. Everything is fine, my children grown up, and we are happily living in this house. Thanks for staying and listening to my story. Have a good night, guys.